Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So, in this video, what I'm going to talk about is how to trade 1 hour a day, all right? 1 hour a day. Now, today, the stock market gaps up and then they run up, right? We had some up and down a little bit, right? We had some sell off in the morning time after we ran up, and then some stocks bounced. Some stocks are down a little bit, okay? But nonetheless, we pushed up, right? But in that process, the market still cooked people, right? Every day, the market cooked people. I want you guys to always remember, I always say this. The market is designed algorithmically to take money away from you. The market is designed to take money away from you. Literally. Okay? So even though stocks are going up in your direction, you could still lose money because of algorithmically they know how to finesse the price action to take money from you. Right? So we're going to talk about how to trade 1 hour a day. Now, nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. If you guys want financial advice, be sure to go talk to a licensed financial advisor. Now, when we talking about how to trade 1 hour a day, first off, let's do some numbers real quick, okay? 1 hour a day. You can literally make six figures off of 1 hour a day, okay? Now, let's break this down. There's 252 trading days in a year, right? 252, okay? 100,000, right? Divided by 252, that is what? $396 a day, okay? So $400 a day, all right? So if you take two trades a day, let's say, and you make $200 per trade, okay? Let's say you put $1,000 in two trades and you make 20%. That's $200. That's $400. Okay. In order to put $1,000 into a trade, everybody's risk management is going to be different. Some people will put $1,000 and their account got 2,000, right? Some people will put $1,000 in a trade when they got 5K. Some people will be comfortable putting $1,000 in a trade when they got 8K. Everybody's going to be different, okay? But nonetheless, $200 per trade, two trades, that's $400 a day, okay? So, and obviously you got to think about, okay, what if I lose a little bit of money here and there? But when you are focused on, doing it this way, yeah, you're going to have losses, but it's not going to be crazy big losses, okay? But let's talk about how to trade for 1 hour a day. Now, if you're in a Discord, I'm usually done about, 50 minutes into the market. Some days it's 30 minutes into the market. I'm done. We may chop it up for a minute, then I get on about my day, right? Now, the key to being able to just trade for 1 hour is, number one, you have to learn how to see the big picture, okay? See the big picture. Now, there's a saying that says, if I was to cut down a tree, if I had 24 hours to cut down a tree, I would spend 23 hours sharpening my axe and then 1 hour cutting down the tree, right? That's the same type of, scenario you want to take or thought process you want to have when it comes down to being able to say, hey, I'm going to trade. Because when you're in the stock market, you don't get rewarded, aka make profit, on how long you're in the stock market. You don't get rewarded that way, right? The way you get rewarded, the way you make profit, is by being precise with your decision making. That's how you get rewarded. So the focus should be, how do I get rewarded, not how do I stay in the charts, okay? It's just like when people be like, oh, I'm grinding, man. Oh, I just worked 12 hours today. I just worked 16 hours. And then they look at their check and they only made $700. It's like, yeah, you grinding, but that's not the way to win, right? And it's the same thing on the charts. Just because you're always looking at the market when the market is open, that doesn't mean that like you're making more money, right? It doesn't mean that. So it's really about really pulling it back, okay, slowing it down, understanding that less is more, and being strategic, right? So to trade 1 hour a day, you need to understand, okay, what is number one, my bias, and what's the story that the charts are telling? Okay, we're gonna do this from a top-down analysis, and then you want to know your pullback areas or your bounce areas, and you want to have your bias for the day, right? So basically, you want to have your game plan, so that way, when the stock does what it's supposed to do, you're just executing on a game plan that you've already outlined, right? That's it. So look at trading as a sport and say, hey, this is my game plan. We got this player right here. Let's say it's basketball. This player is Steph Curry. He likes to shoot threes. Anytime he's at the 3 line, we're going to double team him. We're willing to give up a layup or a mid-range shot. We're willing to give that up. So you run that play, right? You run that setup, that defensive scheme. So you just keep doing the same thing every time he gets the ball. So the same thing goes with the stock market. You do a top-down analysis, right? Look at your bigger time frames so that you can help see the bigger picture. And then when the market opens, now you're just executing off of what you already did. Because it's so much easier to look at the market when the candlesticks are not moving. It's so much easier to analyze the market when the candlesticks are not moving. It's so much easier. So much easier. It's hard to, what do you say? It's hard to analyze the market when candlesticks are moving because you don't know what's about to happen. But when the market is closed and there's nothing moving, you can see clearly everything that happened. You can see if there was manipulation. You can see if there was volatility. You can see everything. So you do a top-down analysis when the stock market is closed. That way, nothing is moving, nothing is distracting you. And when the market opens up, you already have your areas, you have your outlines, and then you know what's about to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over just one stock and act as if we're getting ready for tomorrow, okay? As I'm recording this, the market got 27 minutes left, okay? Anything can happen in 27 minutes, but the market is basically done, right? So let's say that, hold on. All right. Now let's say I want to trade Netflix, right? Let's say I want to trade Netflix. So here's what I'm going to do if I want to trade them tomorrow, right? I'm going to go to the weekly, right? You could also look at the monthly as well, right? You could also look at the monthly as well. So we're looking bearish right here. Now let's go to the weekly. So on the weekly time frame, what do we have? We have a fair value gap that has been created. Okay, and we came up and we came down. So because that happened, I'm going to create this fair value gap, right? I'm going to outline this fair value gap, right? And I'm going to mark where they rejected right here. So I know their rejection point, and then this, okay? So these blue lines are my fair value gap on the weekly. All right. Now, Now you can see it's all lined up. So I can mark here bearish fair value gap weekly. Okay, boom. And as you can see on the daily, we also are inside of a fair value gap. Now, Netflix is currently on a failed 2 up, which means that they tried to go up, they rejected, and they came down. Perfect. So now, because we're on a failed 2 up, we could be coming down, right? So we rejected on the weekly and the daily. We have a gap to the upside, but we could be coming down because they failed to go higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, all right, we have a fair value gap right here. So this is a area of liquidity, right? This is an area of liquidity right here. Boom. So with that being said, now I have buyers sitting right here. Okay, buyers, this is my pullback or bounce area, right? Right there. And what is that area? Between 69.36 and 69.87. Boom. So now I'm like, all right, on the weekly and on the daily, we do have sellers, right? Fair value gap, we got selling pressure, but we do got a gap up here. We're going to fail 2 up right here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, all right, so my game plan for Netflix tomorrow would be, all right, I'm going to anticipate this because we're on a fail 2 up, I'm going to anticipate it's coming down here. 69.36, 69.87. Maybe a little bit lower. Now we on the 2 up. We got to see how this candle closes on the daily. But somewhere around here, right? All right, perfect. Once we come down here, then I'm going to come down to, let's just say, the hourly. And then I'm going to look. And I'm going to say, okay, this is the area where we would step in at. So as you can see, it's right below this order block on the hourly. So if we come down here and we sweep these lows, right? Sweep right here and we retest here and we start to push up, you can take entry down here and then you can anticipate it coming back up. You can anticipate it coming back up, retesting this high, and then going up to fill this gap right there. And then as you can see on the daily, we got a order block up here at $77. So this would be my game plan for Netflix. Look at the bigger time frames. Look at the weekly, right? Look at the daily. Go to the smaller time frames. Find my areas where we could retest, bounce, or reject that. And then now, when the market opens, I'm just sitting back. I got everything charted out. So I know, oh, we came down here, boom. Oh, we came up here, boom. Oh, we came down here and nothing's happening. All right, cool. I need to just wait it out because I see my area where we could bounce or we could reject that. And that's it. And if you do this every day with 2 to 3 stocks, you can be making $400 per day, which is $100K a year and beyond. All right? That is the game plan, and that is how I would do that. All right? Now, where people go wrong is they don't have game plans. They waking up 4 minutes before the market open, still got snot and crumbs falling out their eyes. You feel me? Got to go to the bathroom. They in a random trade. Nothing is planned. I always say, plan your trade and trade your plan. Right? So that's how I look at this. When you execute, you're only going to be executing for a couple minutes, but you took maybe a couple hours to plan everything out. So that way, tomorrow, the next day when you're trading, you got everything planned out. So do this for 2 to 3 stocks a day. Your life will change. Your trading will change. You make your money. You get up out of there. You go on about your day. That's how the game goes. All right. I hope this video was helpful. Like I always say, make sure you guys get about your head. Go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. Also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to holler at you guys on tomorrow's video. Y'all stay smooth. Peace.